Hello again, welcome to Travel Intently, and it's David here. We're taking another walk. This time I'm walking from our home to Tim Hortons. So it's about a 36-minute walk. It should take that long anyways. Maybe a little bit longer, a little bit shorter, it's hard to say. Now the trick about this particular trip is that it's freezing cold out here right now. The temperature itself is only minus 19 degrees, which doesn't seem that bad by Winnipeg standards. However, there's a tremendous wind right now. So the wind is about consistently about 27 kilometers an hour. However, there's gusts up to about 47 kilometers an hour. So the actual wind chill value, or what it actually feels like, is minus 27 degrees Celsius. So that's pretty cold, and we're into frostbite range. So we have a task ahead of us. I'm all dressed up. As you can see, I've got my heavy parka, I've got lined pants on, I've got heavy boots with buffalo wool socks inside them. I'm testing those out. It's the first time I've actually worn them. And we're actually right now where we are right now. I'm just going to zoom around here. This was originally ice fields in the 1940s. Today it's a park. It's called Oman Park. And so just give you a look at that. I'm starting here because we're on a sort of an elevated multi-use trail, so the wind comes sweeping over top of here, and it's actually probably the coldest part of the entire trip. So we're going to move on now and head on, and we're going to get to Tim Hortons in about 36 minutes. So let's get going. So here we go, just heading basically westward. Our house is just behind us here on the other side of Oman's Park. Oh boy, it's a brisk out here, I'll tell you. Whew. Just a little bit, it took just to switch my camera from sort of the selfie pod to my chest pod was enough to pretty much freeze my little bare fingers off. So I'm back into my mitts again, my nice heavy mitts that I wear. And here we go. It's I probably mentioned it's a glorious sunny day today. However, in wintertime, those sunny days are always a sign that it's going to be really cold outside. And yes, that is the case. This is, by the way, mid-December. So we're in the middle of it now. Over to my side here, to my left side, is the Assiniboine River. And we're going to be following that for a little bit. Oh boy. So this is a multi-use trail, and they're usually pretty good about getting the plows down here right off the bat. However, we did get a snowfall last night, and of course it was blowing snow, so you're still getting a lot of drifts going across here, so it's definitely difficult for walking, and or a little bit more difficult for walking, and I'm not seeing too many bicycle tracks at all right now. I imagine I'll get this cleaned out soon enough. I'm also curious to see if my camera equipment is going to last for this 36-minute trip. It is pretty cold, and it's at reaching the specified minimum temperatures for both the camera itself, which is an action camera, and for the wireless mic that I have that I'm using right now. Love the sun. We've had a lot of cloudy days lately, so it's and I think if we're known for one thing or two things, one, of course, we're known for how cold it can be, and you're witnessing that along with me right now. And the other thing is our basically days of sunshine that we have pretty much year round. It's a very bright place. So over to my right here, I'm just looking at it right now, is the St. James Anglican Church. Very interesting church, a historic church. Dates back to about 1853 to 1855. That's when it was built. It's actually, although it has wood siding on it right now, the siding on the inside, you find out it is actually a log building. Beautiful giant oak logs in there. Very nice. Fantastic cemetery too around it. Very historic cemetery. Now probably if you live in North America, you're probably aware of there's a lot of homeless people throughout the basically North America. Winnipeg certainly has its share. A lot of encampments. This is one along the riverside here, and there's been some attempt to clear them up. It's a difficult proposition, really. A lot of things to consider, and I don't think it's really been figured out yet. But you can see a sign here saying camping is prohibited, and they actually state the bylaws for this, but it's, bylaws are sort of in a little bit written. It's all written in legalese, so it's very hard to discern exactly. If you're living in the camp, whether you're supposed to evacuate the camp or not. And then, of course, it's always the question of what happens to the people who are living in the encampments once they've been told they have to leave. And it's a dilemma, I'm sure, that most people who are listening to this from North America especially are fully aware of. This is a very nice, it's called Wolseley Avenue West right here. Quite charming. These houses are right on the riverbank. They're, for the most part, tiny little houses. But a lovely setting. It's also nice right now because it's quite sheltered. It's very residential. So there's no wind here. It's nice to get a little respite from that for a bit. Although that will change very soon. Yes. Now, not only are people blowing leaves around with noisy leaf blowers, but they're now blowing snow around with them as well. just gonna step out here on the road for a tiny bit, loosely. I'm just gonna sweep down this way. A couple of, I think, quite nice houses here. Aren't these neat? Very good looking. Always like them. You can see how narrow they are. Oh, and there, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, yes, we're on the flight path for the Winnipeg International Airport, James Richardson International Airport, which is quite a rarity. It's located more or less within about 3 kilometers of the very center of the city. And that'll be a subject of future walks, where we walk to the airport. It's something we do quite often. Right now we're swooping under some railway tracks that are no longer used. And passing under what's known as Route 90. It's a major corridor that is going north-south, cutting across the Assiniboine River, which is just over there actually. Private road. I've never ever understood that, what that means, because it's certainly used by, there's apartment buildings right here, and there's also government or some office buildings as well up ahead, and residential neighborhoods. A lot of people use it, so I'm not too sure what's private about it. Certainly I've been following this for the, good 30 plus years. Oh yeah, a little bit windy now. We're kind of up alongside Route 90 now that we've gone under it. There's underground parking here, so as you can see, there's this vent. You can see exactly how windy it is right now, blowing across Route 90. Let's go over and take a close look at it here. There we go. Busy street. It's times like this you are happy you're a walker, so you don't have to put up with all this traffic. Okay, here we go. As I've mentioned in previous videos, I'm a heavy breather, so you're hearing that, and I've also got a good sized nose that becomes very active in cold weather. So if you're hearing some sniffling, that's me and my nose. So we're now on Portage Avenue. We're heading westward on Portage Avenue. This is a very broad avenue that goes right through the center of town. If you followed Portage Avenue in the direction that I'm going, which is westward, you will connect up with Highway 1, and that road will take you all the way to Vancouver on the west coast of Canada. We're going to be crossing here soon. I've missed the crossing right here, so I'm going to have to wait a bit. We have these fancy new waiver things, but I'm going to go to the next one over. To the next crosswalk that we'll cross over. There it is, here we are. I like these new wave buttons. Means I don't have to touch them at all, just wave your hand in front of it. It's got a clear indication that it's actually working, unlike the old buttons that they have in other places. Often referred to, I think sarcastically, as beg buttons, because it's more or less pedestrians begging for the opportunity to get across, because as we all know, vehicular traffic takes priority. I think we're coming up. Okay. Oh, here we go. Coming across we go. Oh, how nice. He's waiting for me. Excellent. Oh, no, he's not waiting for me. Okay, it's nice to get on the sunny side of the street. By the way, you probably can't see it. I'm pointing right into the sun right now. But an indication of how cold it is that we have what's called sundogs right now, and they're both basically almost like rainbows, small rainbows that appear on both sides of the sun. I took a picture of it earlier on. I'm going to show you what that looks like. But it really does just happen in very cold weather. So I chose to walk in this direction to Tim Hortons, and I mean, going to Tim Hortons for coffee is not something I do at all. It's just a nice excuse for a walk, but the reason why I'm walking in this direction is because we're walking westward and the winds are coming from the west. So perversely, I'm attempting to experience the coldest possible weather here. In other words, I want to feel that feels like minus 27 degrees Celsius right now. Now you might have noticed earlier on that I was wearing my parka and I had a toucan, and I prefer that because with the toucan I can rotate my head around. I can see around me. I've got my peripheral vision. However, my parka does have a very full-fledged hood on it that I can put up and it will completely block any wind. Very, very warm and comfortable. However, my peripheral vision is gone, and I just regard it as less safe when you're walking in an urban situation, and then even out in the wilds. I just find it undesirable, just because I want to be able to see. The point of walking out in places to be able to see around, and so experience things, such as right here. You can see it says King's right there. This used to be a movie theater, and I don't know if I can tilt it up there a bit. To King's Theater there. Hasn't been to King's movie theater for a long time. It's had various things come and go, various businesses. Most recently was, you might have noticed, it was a market, a Latin market. Now that's gone. Now it's just sitting empty at this point. There it is. You can purchase it if you so desire. Oh, the old nose is going like crazy. Oh, there we go. So I don't walk this direction on Portage Avenue as much as I think I should. Going the other way then takes you downtown, and that's usually the way Gail and I are going. Jaffa Cafe, very interesting place. Lots of good food there. Here we are, 7-Elevens. They're so different from after you experience 7-Elevens in Japan, which are such clean and have so many. They're basically supermarkets where you can get complete meals there, good meals too, compared to the North American 7-Elevens. Oh, that's an interesting little mural that's gone up here. Very interesting. I like that. Wow. Don't have a name of the artist I don't see here. Very neat. Huh. Wow. That's quite exciting. Great little Asian market right here. We haven't recently, but we used to pick up sushi there and sashimi. So here comes that wind. There we go. All right, now we're talking. There's a scuba shop right here. Very nice mural again. A lot of fun. That sounds good. Oh, that sun feels good. Yep. Another Middle Eastern restaurant or takeout place. I'll tell you, the mural is good, but it also smells quite good right here as well. Just a gooder chop suey house. Is the Raven's End, the horror bookshop. Very interesting. Again. Okay, we're coming up to our, I think our donut shop already. That came very fast. Very okay trip. I'm having really enjoyed this. I feel like my clothes, my shoes, my mitts and everything have kept up with me. I'm hoping the camera is still working. It's strapped to my chest right now, so I can't really tell what's going on or if the microphone is working. We'll find out once I get there. Again, I just want to emphasize that these are designed to be like unfiltered walks. In other words, there are no cuts in them. It's the entire walk, so you get a sense of what it's like to do these kinds of walks. It's the kind of thing that Gail and I really enjoy. It's always interesting, always learning a bit. And there we have it. We have arrived at our Tim Hortons. And we have all these concrete polar bears that have appeared over the years all around town. We'll probably be showing you them in other videos. But anyway, meantime, I'm going to head inside to Tim Hortons, have a small coffee, sort of warm up, and it's not really necessary, but I'll warm up. More importantly, I think I will need to go to the washroom. Yeah, so we'll do those two things, then we'll head back. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, by all means, appreciate that thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, then we'd certainly appreciate that if you could do that as well. And we're always, especially in this series, we're keen to get your comments, what you liked about them, what you didn't like, what do you think about my banter. and other things you would like to have us explore, weather-wise or location-wise, in the city of Winnipeg. We'd certainly appreciate all those kinds of suggestions, and we'll see what we can do about it. So in the meantime, I'm going to head inside. Thank you for coming along with me, and we'll see you on the next Walk with David.